Hey there, buddy boys. Kingdom Rush Frontiers here again. We are going to play level 5, which is Buccaneer's Den. It's a little bit of a toughie, especially on veteran mode, but we should be able to do it fairly easily. The upgrades that I have are Rain of Fire like crazy. We have all these Rain of Fire upgrades, as well as because I have 2 stars, I'm going to buy this Arch Tower upgrade, as well as Lumber Mill, because the next 3 stars we get is going to buy us Cataclysm, excuse me. As well as I'm going to train Ulrich a little bit. I'm going to train my Sand Warriors and my Sand Warriors. So we have 3 Sand Warrior upgrades, which is just plain awesome. I love Sand Warriors and I love Ulrich. So let's get started here. Alright, so we finally have level 4 artillery. We have the Dwarp. It's an earthquake tower that's kind of helpful in certain situations. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it can be kind of nice. So, we have Dune Raiders and Desert Thugs coming out, so the first thing we should probably get is maybe not an artillery. I'm not going to get an artillery just yet, but I will eventually get it up later. Also, this is kind of a tough level because I know this from experience that a little opening is going to come over here, and kind of strong guys come out from over there. So keep in mind that you're going to have to get some pretty darn strong towers over here as well. That's just a quick little update of what's going to happen. Of course, I'm going to start off with archer towers, a couple staller towers. Get a staller tower over here, a staller tower over here. Trying to stall them all right there, trying to stall them all right here, as well as a couple mage towers in here. You got to get 1, 2, and 3. 3 mage towers. Let's get started. Depends on what guys are going to come out, so I'm saving a little bit of extra money here, but we should be just fine. Ulrich can actually come up here to try and stall them with his Sand Warriors. Again, Sand Warriors extremely important, and I feel like Archer Tower is probably going to be the main way to go. 3 Sand Warriors, obviously fantastic, and it looks like this boat is indeed attacking my guys. Not fun. Not fun to have to deal with that. But these guys are really not getting that far. I mean, Ulrich's doing a good job with the Sand Warriors over there, obviously. We'll just use a little bit more reinforcements. I'm not going to use my Rain of Fire on level 1 like I normally do, just because I don't have enough time to get another Rain of Fire by the end here. So you guys are still trying to sneak on through here, so we're going to have to get another Mage Tower, and indeed stall them over here. Alright, it looks like I'm going to send out the next wave here, and then I'm probably going to use my Rain of Fire pretty darn soon, actually, after that. Pretty darn soon. I don't know right away. I don't know about right away, but pretty soon, actually. Again, we need more Mage Towers on the right side. As you can tell, these guys right here are just getting too freaking far. And they're also just insta-killing those guys. So we're going to have to move Ulrich down here. Alright, no big deal. We're just going to change it up really quick, get a little bit more Mage Tower upgrades, as well as we got time for a Rain of Fire right now, so we're going to Rain of Fire those guys. It might seem like you're always having a bad time, like, oh my goodness, guys are getting so freaking far, what the heck am I going to do? And then you realize, oh, I got reinforcements. Oh, I have a Rain of Fire. Oh, I have more money by now. So it's just not a huge problem usually. Usually, even if you're having a problem, quote unquote, it's usually not that bad. You can usually remedy the situation if you know how to play just a little tiny bit. So this is only level 2 right now. This is actually lasting quite a long time just on level 2. And I do have my Rain of Fire back almost all the way again. This is where you get into the point where you can almost use the Rain of Fire every single level. Once you get Cataclysm, it's pretty much Rain of Fire fest all the time, and it's just plain amazing. As well as just keep getting those little bit of extra gold there, level 28 and stuff. Very, very helpful. So as you can tell, these guys are coming over on the left side over here. So I'm going to have to get all my reinforcements over here, as well as I'm going to use one last-ditch barracks just to make sure nobody leaks on through over there. I want to make sure of it. Nobody's going to get through. A couple guys trying to leak on through right there, but no big deal. We're going to have to get some more magic tower upgrades. So I think what I'm going to have to do is start going to have to get a bunch of my towers upgraded over here as well. I think I'm going to get an arch tower right here. I might get a barracks tower right here. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get a barracks tower down here. I think I might be able to actually reach over here if I need to. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't need to, but it would be nice to have that ability. But since I don't, I'll just leave them over here for now. And we will indeed use a couple of reinforcements and send out the next wave. One cool thing about reinforcements is it's the same thing as the Rain of Fire. You get that extra 20 seconds or whatever. You can just use reinforcements, and you can send out the next wave, use reinforcements right away, instantaneously. It's kind of nice. Also, keep in mind that you have these guys. You have these Buccaneers and you have these Corsairs. They're pretty good. They're pretty effective. They throw out giant explosions and stuff. So those guys are nice. But I don't want to get them just yet. They are kind of expensive, and the bad thing about them is that if they die, they don't come back. They don't respawn or anything. Unlike the reinforcements coming out of these guys, they automatically respawn and all that. So, alright, now we're going to need an artillery. So we're going to have to start cleaning up these guys a little bit better. We're going to get one artillery versus all of these random guys that are coming out. And a Sand Wraith is coming out. So these guys are difficult. We're going to move Ulrich all the way up here. And I don't know if I can use a Rain of Fire on him, but I'm really hoping that I can get Ulrich over here to attack him just a little bit. We're going to move back just a tiny bit. Use reinforcements all in this area as well. So I'm going to get my Arch Tower up. So let's get him over here. Let's get him over here. We're going to get Ulrich up in there, all attacking him and stuff. We're going to attack him as much as possible, make it so he's not going to attack anything else. He has a bunch of health. He's going to keep spawning all these stupid skeletons and stuff, and now Ulrich's got to move back. You got to make sure you keep using him kind of effectively, making sure he's using his Sand Warriors, and he's not going to die on you. Keep him busy. He's already down a fourth of his health, and I don't even have any towers attacking him, so pretty darn effective if you ask me. Pretty darn. And now we can use our Rain of Fire on him. Sweet, delicious action right there, as well as stall him inside of there, and he is going to die. Oh, I think at least. Down to 23 health. Come on, Sand Warriors. Go, 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 go. And we did it. We took him down. Sweet, delicious action. We took him before he even did any damage to us. He didn't even get past this little entrance right here. And it looks like a dwarf would be very nice on this level, but I cannot force myself to get a dwarf just yet because I do not have enough upgrades on the right side there yet, guys. Do not make that mistake. I've made it quite a few times, and it is terrible. So I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start getting some more upgrades over here on the right side, as well as keep in mind Ulrich's going to have to move around a little bit, and you might have to get some of these Corsairs really quick, even if one of them dies, just to save your butt. So I'm not sure if it's the first guy that comes out that is the super duper ridiculously strong guy, but it might be. It might be that guy that just chops through everything, is a big bad executioner. And he is wearing black as well. That's why I was thinking of that. So a bunch of dogs coming out. I'm going to wait a few seconds here so these guys don't take too much damage and have the dogs run right through. Look at that. It's like an instantaneous, like, oh my goodness, the guy's popped out. I'm going to shoot him. There we go. We took care of him. So now it's time for the dogs. It's doggy time. And I think I'm going to save up for these Arch Tower upgrades. I think a crossbow fort would be very, very nice to have. These dogs are hard to kill, but if you have enough Arch Towers, it's really not that big of a deal. The Mage Towers are your biggest problem. If you go too many Mage Towers, these guys can just, oh man, they can just demolish you. It's not a good thing. All right, and they also take damage, so those little baby dogs can run through as well. Those little baby wolves. What are they? They're coyotes. I don't even remember what they are. What are they called? I can't even click on one. Come on, come on. It's a Sandhound, okay. I don't know. I just cannot remember their names somehow for some reason. So again, crossbow fort action. We got a crossbow fort over there. I don't know exactly what level they come out, but I believe it's on level 7 or something around there. And Ulrich, you are kind of becoming a problem for me. Look at all these Sand Warriors. Oh my god. I mean, not Sand Warriors. Look at all these Sandhounds. No way, Jose. We're not going to let you get through. And a bunch of them coming through here, so I am indeed going to Rain of Fire. Then that is just way too many. I'm a little bit afraid. And plus, we get a lot of our time back from that. It'd be nice to get my artillery up just a little bit higher, but I just can't force myself to do it just yet. So instead, I'm going to go Magic Tower here, Magic Tower here. Oh, we can't afford it. Get a Magic Tower here as well, and sooner or later we'll get a few of those other things upgraded as well. These guys really aren't that bad if you use Arch Towers against them. It's just got to be a little wary that they're going to tank a little bit too much damage, and then some other guys might run through your defense instead of actually the Dune Raiders themselves. So just keep that in mind. That's why I like to use my Mage Towers more towards the back here, because if they are going to tank the damage, it's not going to be the biggest problem for me ever. I could use a couple reinforcements really quick and Rain of Fire them. Alright, so Ulrich can actually have to move to the back here. A lot of these guys are trying to run through my defense. I got my Rain of Fire back, though, so that's the good news. We can Rain of Fire these guys really quick, use a couple quick reinforcements, and then with our extra money, we upgrade our Mage Tower. Again, you kind of got to plan ahead, because you have to understand that Ulrich, he's not the fastest guy in the entire world, so if you got to move something away really quick... Oh, there he is. Level 8. So he comes on level 8. Here's the Executioner. We're going to have to use Ulrich on him to the best of our ability. I'd really like to get some more stuff, like my Wizard Tower upgraded, my 3rd tier Mage Tower as well. So I'm going to keep using my reinforcements here. Not the most effective thing in the entire world, but again, they help out just that little tiny itty-bitty bit. As you can tell, he is insta-killing every single guy that he hits, except for Ulrich. Ulrich does not get insta-killed, and that's why you got to use him. And then your Sand Warriors also can tank a little bit of the damage as well. As you can tell, we're taking him down. I got my Rain of Fire back almost all the way, but I do not need it. We're going to move Ulrich out of the way, though. That's why I got that crossbow fort up there. Very, very effective indeed. And now we're going to start getting our artillery upgraded. Now that I have enough defense over there, we'll get our Dwarp up. The Dwarp is kind of expensive, but very, very helpful. It will hurt them all a lot. I don't know if I want to get the fire upgrade for it. It makes all the guys catch on fire and does quite a bit of damage to them. Not sure if I want to get that just yet, but we'll have to see once we get there. This is one of those parts where you're like, oh man, I really wish I had the Dwarf right now. I really wish. Come on. We're going to get it like right after we need it, though. Look at that. Oh, come on. Dwarf action. Right there. We got the Dwarf up. And what's going to come out now? So Sandhounds and Warhounds. Holy crapola. We're definitely going to have to get these Corsairs down there, as well as move Ulrich down there before we send anything out. And bam, and bam. And we got all these guys lined up all over the place. Fantastic. Also, crossbow fort, very, very effective versus the Wolves and the Sandhounds and all that stuff. So, we're definitely going to need some more magic attack, though. For sure, we're going to need some more magic. So these guys are probably going to have to get upgraded pretty soon, because as you can tell, these guys are kind of difficult. They really are. And look at that Sand Warrior action over there. I don't even know if I want to use my Rain of Fire over where I want to use it. I guess we're going to have to use it on these guys. Alright, we used it on them. That means we're going to have to use a little bit more magic attack damage over on these guys. So let's get these guys up as soon as we can. There we go. And there's a lot of them, too. So again, Ulrich, make sure you use him. Make sure you use him. Don't just have him sit in the corner over there. Move him around a little bit. Make sure he's being used effectively. And since we have all these archers actually attacking these immortals, they're actually getting taken down pretty darn fast. As well as my dwarf is doing a good job at taking care of these weaker guys. And what do we got coming out? A bunch of sandhounds and more dune terrors and giant scorpions. Oh my goodness, oh my. We're going to get all these guys over here. I'm going to move them up to here, as well as move Ulrich back over here. He almost died as well. I didn't even notice that. And Dune Terrors are going to be tough. But again, the reason why we got a little bit of magic towers over here, or a few magic towers over here, was because of those giant scorpions. You have to keep in mind those giant scorpions can just tank the crap out of all damage, all attack, archer damage, and including the dwarfs and stuff like that. All your artillery damage really doesn't do very much against them. So magic's pretty much the only way to go. Alrighty. These guys really can't reach exactly where I want to put them, but that's okay. Ulrich's doing a good job over there, except he's kind of getting poisoned, so we're going to have to move him out of the way again. And I cannot get 4th tier mage towers. Terrible. I really wish I could get some archmages or something like that. Archmages would be very, very nice to have right now. And again, Dune Raiders and Immortals coming out, but shouldn't be a huge problem for us, especially because I'm about to get a lot of 3rd tier archer towers. Bam, shazam, right in the middle there. They can attack damage all over the place. And I think magic's going to be the next thing that I'm going to need. I know you guys are thinking, oh man, why did he get archer towers against immortals? What the heck is he thinking? But I'm thinking that at least if I could do a little bit of... Oh no. That was an accident. Alright, well let's just switch it up, I guess. Since I made a mistake, since I made a silly mistake, we'll have to just switch it up a little bit. I thought because my mage towers were so far in the back that little extra damage would help damage them enough so my mage towers could actually do more damage against them. That was the hope and the plan. But now that I have that arch tower that just got sold, that I probably wasted about $200, we're going to have to switch it over to a mage tower just to help out against these Dune Raiders and stuff. Already on 11 of 15, and I believe 15 is the max amount of waves that comes out on every single level. So again, 2... by the time we get to level 5, we're already on the max amount of waves that can come out. Kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. And since we can, let's get this mage tower upgraded. And now I think I'm going to get the Furnace Blast. I think I'm just going to get it. It's kind of helpful. As well as I got my Rain of Fire against all these immortals. Bam, shazam, and we got it almost back all the way. Sweet deliciousness. And there's another Sand Wraith coming out. So those guys, I mean, it's not really that hard to kill one of them. But once you get like 3 of them over there, it's a little bit different. A little bit more difficult. If I get the Furnace Blast upgrade, that'll kill all of his little extra things. Oh, come on. I want him to attack the Sand Wraith. Sand Wraith attack. No, he's attacking the wrong guy. What are you doing? And now Ulrich's dying because he's not doing the right thing else. Got to move him out of the way. And let's just Rain of Fire these guys. Come on, screw you. Rain of Fire attack damage. Yes, sweet action. And now we got little skeletons coming out here, but no big deal for us. I think we'll just get these guys. Why not? Crossbow forward action all over the place. As well as I still have these Corsairs down here. I did not go for the Buccaneers just because I felt like hand attacking those Dune Terrors is probably the most important thing, while on the other hand, these guys are probably a lot better for attack damage overall versus grouped guys and all that stuff. These guys are better for just the hand attack and doing that stuff. As well as Ulrich's almost dead up there, but he's doing a lot of good stalling action up there, so we're going to keep him over there for a little while and move him as soon as we need to. Got to pay attention to his health, though, there. It does go down slowly, but it does go down. And more Sandhounds and Warhounds coming out. Oh, come on. Lame. Lame-tastic. So I was not paying attention, and the boat shot him. I don't know if you guys saw, but the boat shot him. So I'm just going to wait until Ulrich comes back because of the stupidness of those little wolves and stuff over here. I think what I'd like to do is get a arch tower over here, as well as I'm going to upgrade these guys, get Ulrich over here again. I'm going to make sure that nobody's going to get through over here, and clean up any dogs that might try and leak on through there, especially with my crossbow fort and everything. So we didn't get very much gold in that. We got 2 gold. Not the biggest problem, but again, not the most helpful thing in the entire world. All the wolves over here, no big deal for us. Dwarf is pretty much an insta-kill on all of them, especially with that Furnace Blast upgrade and all that stuff. all that gooey goodness. And these wolves are not the hard wolves to kill. It's the big bad wolves that we have to worry about. These guys right here, the warhounds. I know I call them wolves, and that's because that's what they were in Kingdom Rush 1. Sorry for my lack of fantasticness in saying everything perfectly right. Some people get mad at me, and it's kind of upsetting. Uh-oh. Move out of the way, Ulrich. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And because these guys are starting to overwhelm me a little bit, we will just quick rain of fire them. Right in the middle there, residual rain of fire will indeed destroy all the rest of them, and we have billions of gold to work with now. Fan-frickin-tastic. In fact, why not just get some ninjas, get some more archer towers, some more stalling action, and we're pretty much good. We got around 14 to 15. We're getting pretty darn close to the end here, guys, and we are getting ready to win the game. Again, the Scorpions are kind of tough, but I have 2 solid mage towers here. I feel like we should be able to take them down with that. Move Ulrich up here just a little bit, use my reinforcements as much as possible. And the dwarf, you might not realize it, but we're actually killing immortals with this dwarf just about. It is very helpful. Very, very helpful. I'm glad that they gave us the dwarf to use on this level because I usually don't use dwarves that often, but this level I can see him being used effectively. So again, Ulrich's poisoned a little bit, but we're stalling these scorpions right here, and we're going to have to rain of fire them. Look at that. 5 scorpions just got rain of fired in that one single soul spot. Just plain amazing. Got bank over there. Tons of gold, as well as now we can afford whatever the heck we want. Let's get some Buccaneers and stuff. Yeah, let's get all these guys over here. Yeah. And the last level is coming up. Alright, we got our 3 third-tier mage towers. We really can't get more magic than that. As well as, what the heck is this? Oh my god, I didn't even know this thing existed! Oh no, that's an assassin tower. I lied. I never used this assassin towers, as you might be able to tell. I was like, what the heck is this thing? So you can use pickpocket and stuff like that. I usually use the Templars. The Templars are usually a lot better than the ninjas, in my opinion. But I've heard that they've been nerfed or something. So a bunch of Doom Terrors are coming out over here. And we will get a couple more Corsairs for these Dune Terrors, as well as moving Ulrich over here. And now we have a bunch of money to deal with. What the heck are we going to buy now? I really am just going to buy anything that I have money for. At this point, I mean, I pretty much have everything that I want. All my towers are 3rd or 4th tier towers. I could get more barrages and stuff, but I don't really think that's going to be quite necessary. So we're going to move Ulrich back over here, even though the Dune Terrors are over there, and it'd be nice to have Ulrich. I think the best thing to use is to stall this Executioner as much as possible. I also do have the ninjas over here, which are kind of hidden and stuff. And Ulrich is about to die, so we're going to have to move him in just a second. Okay, we're going to move him. So I feel like the boat's just going to be like, hey, Chris, guess what? I'm going to shoot you. And I'm going to kill you. And now we got Sand Warrior action. And these Executioners are actually not a big problem for me. In fact, I'm just going to rain of fire this one in just a second here. Get them all bunched up, and bam, rain of fire to them. Did tremendous damage to him. Did about 400 or 500 damage to him. And that's more than you could probably imagine for one of these big bad boys. All you really need is an extra 200 or 300 damage, and you're going to be able to kill him. So, again, this is the last level, and it looks like we're taking these guys down actually fairly easily. Not a big deal so far. We have a bunch of money as well, and I just cannot spend it on anything unless I wanted to get some ninjas and stuff, which are really not that important. I could get barrages as well, but at this point in the game, really not that effective. So, that's it. This is how you beat level 5. Hopefully this helped you guys out. We're going to play the boss battle in the next game here, so look forward to it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.